My friends, welcome to exercise 113 of my 200 3D CAD models in FreeCAD series. Well, 113 looks very familiar to me. It's because this is actually an extension of exercise 112. So let's go ahead and open up 112 real quick. So here it is. This is exercise 112. The technical drawing gives us an idea. So we have this gap which is 20 millimeter both top and bottom, but on 113 this top gap is more than 20, right? And bottom one is like looks good. So we have this color extension which is new for this uh, exercise, and then these holes that we created in 112, these holes, now they have a little tube inside each of those. So these are tubes inside each of those. I think I can modify the previous one, exercise 112, to develop 113. Should not be big of a deal. So let's go ahead and modify this one. Before we do that, I'm going to save it as 113. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and delete this section cut that I created previously. Probably don't need that. This is the last one. We have one fillet, one chamfer, probably because I forgot to do the chamfering altogether. And then there is this cut, which is the same object actually. So this is the object if we don't look at the chamfering, the beautification. And within the cut, so we have this revolve, and then we have this array, right? So this is the array that we cut through. So we can modify this array to actually show what we want to do. So there is this cylinder. We can change this cylinder to a tube, and that will take care of it beautifully. Or we just can keep it as it is, right? And then add tubes in it. So because we are modifying this one, I'll probably add a tube in it just to keep it undisturbed, so to speak. So what I want to do is I want to add this color on top, and that would be a 20 millimeter top color. I'm going to go ahead and add a cylinder. So outside radius would be 68 divided by 2, and inside would be 45 divided by 2, and then height would be 20. Right, we got that tube and we want to move it up by here. So I can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and transform it to bring it up here and see actually where is that land. Okay, so they would be 100. All right, we got that. Beautiful. And then another thing we'll have to do is add these tubes, which are at the same diameter that it was previously the holes are, but the tubes are 10 millimeter outside diameter and 8 millimeter inside diameter. I'm gonna go ahead and add another tube. So this is outside would be 5, inside would be 4, because these are radius, not diameter. And then height, let's go ahead and make this 110. So this is the tube, this is the 6 tubes. I'm gonna say 6 tubes, and this is that color. All right, so we have the tube. Now we'll have to throw it in these holes, and we can do that using, again, we'll be preferring lattice 2 compared to draft workbench. I had this comparative discussion in the previous model building, so I refer to you to that discussion why I am doing this in lattice compared to draft workbench. All right, so on the polar array, I want to go with count 6, and then on the radius it will be 45, and then I want to keep that, select these two and create a set of copies, 6 copies to be exact, and there they are. I'm gonna go ahead and hide these two. Now we have the tubes. Okay, let me go ahead and make sure we are at the right height. So this tube will extend 10 millimeter below and 10 millimeter above what it is now. And I don't think I took care of that. Okay. So I haven't paid attention to that when I was creating it. So it will be 100, which is the total length, plus 10 above, plus 10 below. So that would be 120. And the original tube, right? It would be on the Z, it would be minus 10. So it will come back. Now the whole set comes back. I think that's it. I think that's the object that we're looking at. So I'm gonna go back to the chamfer, which is the final object that we had. And then I can go ahead and take all these three and make a union. So go back to part workbench and make it a union. Right, so that's one whole object. Now I can come back to this line, and I think there is a chamfer around it, which is, that's a chamfer, 2 millimeter. Oh, it says radius 2. It does look like a chamfer here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and make it a fillet then. Okay, so here it is. We'll make it a fillet of 2 millimeter, and I believe that's our object. Okay, I see two lines here. They're not matching up exactly. It's probably the radius. Actually, it is lining up. But I don't know why it shows a little gap in there. Anyway, I will not lose any sleep over that one for now. I hope you like this process of developing this exercise 113 from the previous model that we built. Thank you for watching. If you have any question or comment, leave them below. I'll see you next time.